Reactive training concepts. The purpose of this lesson is to provide the fitness professional with a fundamental level of knowledge regarding the use of reactive training concepts. This presentation will also allow the fitness professional to select and administer the appropriate reactive training protocol for all clients. Following this presentation, the participant will be able to describe reactive training and its purpose, rationalize the importance of reactive training, design a reactive training program for clients in any level of training, perform, describe, and instruct various reactive training exercises. Reactive training is defined as a quick, powerful movement involving an eccentric contraction followed immediately by an explosive concentric contraction. This is accomplished through the use of plyometric exercise and defines the stretch-shortening cycle of the integrated performance paradigm, which states that in order to move with precision, forces must be reduced eccentrically, stabilized isometrically, and then produced concentrically. These exercises enhance the excitability, sensitivity, and reactivity of the neuromuscular system and increase rate of force production, or power. Reactive training exercises are a progression that can be incorporated once a client has achieved proper core and balance stabilization capabilities. Ample isometric stabilization strength, developed through core and balance stabilization exercise, decreases the time between the eccentric contraction and concentric contraction, resulting in decreased tissue overload and potential injury when performing reactive training. Exercises must be safe, done with supportive shoes, performed on a proper surface, and progressive. Reactive training exercises. There are 3 levels of reactive training within NASM's OPT model: stabilization, strength, and power. It will be important with all reactive exercises that one maintains the drawing-in maneuver and practices good landing mechanics while performing the exercises. This comes in the form of keeping the feet straight, the knees tracking in line with the toes, sitting back during both the prior to jumping and upon landing, like you're sitting in a chair, and land in the mid-portion of the foot. This ensures proper force distribution. In reactive stabilization training, exercises are designed to establish optimum landing mechanics, postural alignment, and reactive neuromuscular efficiency. When an individual lands during these exercises, he or she should hold the landing position or stabilize for 3 to 5 seconds before repeating. The first example exercise in the reactive stabilization series is the box jump up with stabilization. Stand in front of a box or platform with feet shoulder-width apart and pointed straight ahead. Draw the navel in and jump up and land on top of the box, keeping the toes pointed straight ahead and knees directly over the toes. Make sure the knees do not buckle in before jumping or upon landing. Step off the box and repeat as instructed. The second example exercise is a box jump down with stabilization. Stand on a box or platform with your feet shoulder-width apart and pointed straight ahead. Maintain the drawing-in maneuver and jump off the box and land on the floor, keeping the toes pointed straight ahead and knees directly over the toes. Hold the landing and step onto the box and repeat as instructed. The third example exercise is a squat jump with stabilization. Stand with the feet shoulder-width apart and pointed straight ahead. Maintain the drawing-in maneuver and jump up. Land softly, maintaining optimal alignment, feet straight, knees in line with the toes. Make sure to sit the hips back both before jumping and after landing to ensure proper glute involvement throughout the exercise. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds and repeat. The last example exercise is a horizontal jump with stabilization. Stand with feet shoulder-width apart and pointed straight ahead. Maintain the drawing-in maneuver and jump forward, like a long jump, as far as can be controlled. Land softly, maintaining optimal alignment, and hold the landing. Repeat as instructed. As a progression, one can perform in the frontal plane, or jump to the side, and the transverse plane, or turning. Once an individual has developed proper landing mechanics and optimal deceleration capabilities, they can progress to reactive strength exercises. These exercises involve more dynamic eccentric and concentric movement through a full range of motion and are performed in a more repetitive fashion, spending a short amount of time on the ground. The first example exercise in the reactive strength series is a squat jump. Stand with the feet shoulder-width apart and pointed straight ahead. Draw the navel in and jump up, extending the arms overhead. Land softly, maintaining optimal alignment, and immediately repeat. The second example exercise is a tuck jump. Stand with feet shoulder-width apart and pointed straight ahead. Maintain the drawing in maneuver and jump up, bringing the knees to the chest while in the air. Land softly, maintaining optimal alignment, and immediately repeat. The third example exercise is a butt kick. Stand with feet shoulder-width apart and pointed straight ahead. Draw the navel in and jump up, bringing heels to the glutes or flexing the knees and avoiding arching of the lower back. Land softly, maintaining optimal alignment, and immediately repeat. The final example exercise is a power step-up. Place one foot on top of the box, draw the navel in, and forcefully push off the leg on top of the box, putting the leg into full extension. Switch legs, keeping the weight on the front leg and maintaining optimal alignment, and repeat. The final category are reactive power exercises. These exercises are designed to improve the rate of force production, eccentric strength, reactive joint stabilization, dynamic neuromuscular efficiency, and optimum force production. These exercises are performed as fast and as explosively as possible. The first example exercise in the reactive power series are ice skaters. Stand with feet shoulder-width apart and pointed straight ahead. Keep the navel drawn in and quickly hop from side to side as quickly as possible, switching legs and maintaining optimum alignment. The second example exercise is a single-leg power step-up. Place one foot on top of the box and forcefully push off the leg on top of the box, putting the leg into full extension. Land on the same leg and repeat as quickly as possible. As always, maintain ideal alignment of the front leg and keep the navel drawn in. The final example exercises are proprioceptive plyometrics. Jump, 2 legs, or hop, 1 leg, front to back, side to side, and/or in a diagonal patterns over cones, hurdles, or tape in the shape of an X on the ground. Land softly while maintaining optimal alignment and repeat as quickly as possible. Implementing a reactive training program. Implementing a reactive training program requires that health and fitness professionals follow the progression of the OPT model. For example, if a client is in the stabilization level of training, or Phase 1, select reactive stabilization exercises. For a client in the strength level of training, Phases 2, 3, and 4, a health and fitness professional should select reactive strength exercises. For an advanced client in the power level, or Phase 5, select reactive power exercises. At this level, however, it may not be necessary to include reactive exercises into the routine, as reactive power exercises will be included in the resistance training portion of the program, as will be reviewed in the resistance training lesson of this course. You can also refer to the table in your textbook for the appropriate acute variables for each phase of training. In summary, reactive training is defined as a quick, powerful movement involving an eccentric contraction followed immediately by an explosive concentric contraction. Reactive training can enhance one's ability to dynamically stabilize, reduce, and produce forces at speeds that are functionally applicable to the tasks at hand. It is important to note, however, that reactive training should only be incorporated into an individual's exercise program once they have obtained proper flexibility, core strength, and balance capabilities. A proper reactive training program follows the same systematic progression as the OPT model: stabilization, strength, and power levels of training. Exercises in the stabilization level of reactive training do not involve much joint motion. They improve landing mechanics, postural alignment, and reactive neuromuscular efficiency. In the strength level of reactive training, exercises are performed in a more repetitive manner through a full range of motion, requiring greater specificity, speed, and neural demand. These movements improve dynamic joint stabilization, the rate of force production, and eccentric neuromuscular efficiency. Exercises in the power level of reactive training are performed as fast and explosively as possible. They improve rate of force production, reactive strength, dynamic neuromuscular efficiency, and optimum force production.